Dear child, before anything else, slow your breath, let your shoulders relax, you are safe in this moment. This is a gentle reflection, not a prediction, only an invitation to notice what your heart already feels. Take what brings peace, release what does not. Something quiet has been unfolding within your life, not loud, not dramatic, not something others could easily point to, yet meaningful. While the outside may look unchanged, your inner presence has shifted. There is someone connected to your journey of love who has begun to sense you differently. Not through words, not through attention, seeking moments, but through stillness. They did not notice effort. They did not notice performance. They did not notice you trying. They noticed who you are when no one is asking you to be anything. They felt your calm. They felt your sincerity. They felt the gentleness you have guarded even after life tested you. That kind of presence does not demand space. It rests quietly, and it lingers. You may believe you are simply surviving your days, managing responsibilities, holding yourself together, doing your best without applause. But to them, your energy felt grounded. It felt honest. It felt emotionally safe. In a world full of surface connections, your presence felt real, and that mattered. What reached them was not perfection, not confidence, not a flawless image. It was your authenticity. They could sense that you have known disappointment, that you have experienced loss, that you learned how to stand on your own without becoming bitter. They did not see weakness. They did not see damage. They saw depth. They saw resilience. They saw a heart that remained warm even after being tested. And that kind of heart quietly changes how people feel around you. You do not need to chase meaning. You do not need to explain your worth. Your presence already speaks. Trust the steadiness you carry. Honor the softness you protected. It was never wasted, and whatever unfolds next, let it come from truth, not urgency, not fear. Rest in who you are. That is where real connection begins. Something quiet shifted inside them after they truly noticed you. Not obsession, not fantasy, but recognition. The kind that makes a person grow still afterward. The kind that follows them into silence. The kind that replays moments without trying to. You stirred more than attraction. You stirred reflection. They began questioning old patterns, past choices, the way they once approached love. Past choices. The way they once approached love. Because connections like this are not common. They are not casual. They cannot be ignored without consequence. And that awareness brings two things at once: clarity and fear. Because real connection asks people to become honest with themselves. At the same time, your own heart may have felt subtle shifts, moments of unexpected calm, emotional movement without explanation, a quiet sense of alignment, not a sign to assume anything, not a reason to analyze, just awareness growing. Sometimes the heart senses movement before the mind can name it. This reflection is not asking you to wait in stillness or place your life on pause. It is here to remind you of your value and to root you in wisdom. You are not meant to chase love. You are not meant to convince anyone of your worth. You are not meant to rush, shrink, or exhaust yourself trying to be chosen. What is meant for you will recognize you without force. If this person is aligned with your path, their feelings will mature. They will not stay trapped in confusion. They will feel called to grow, to heal, to release parts of life that no longer reflect who they are becoming. Not because you asked, but because real connection naturally invites truth. And if they are not ready, that does not reduce your value. It simply means timing and growth still matter. Let this also remind you to protect your heart without closing it. Stay open, stay discerning. Do not let loneliness convince you to accept mixed signals. Do not let impatience mistake confusion for passion. Love that is meant for you feels clear, respectful, grounding. Even at the beginning, you do not need to rush. You do not need to decode signs. Your only responsibility now is to keep becoming emotionally healthy, spiritually grounded, and honest with yourself. As you align with peace, what belongs to you will meet you without chaos. If you have been waiting for love, this reflection is not saying the waiting is ending soon. It is saying the waiting mattered. It shaped boundaries, it taught self-respect. It trained your heart to recognize safety instead of intensity. And when love arrives the right way, you will understand why you could not accept less. You are not invisible. Your heart is not overlooked. Your depth is not a burden. The right person will not feel intimidated by your emotional awareness or your spiritual sensitivity. They will feel at home in it. Let this land softly. You do not need to change anything today. Just continue being real. Continue healing. Continue choosing peace. What is aligned with you will move toward you in its own time, without force, without fear, without confusion. And remember this, you were never incomplete. You were never missing a piece. Love is not coming to finish you. It is coming to walk beside who you already are. You were never broken beyond repair, not at the beginning, not at any point along the way. You were always whole. You were carried. You were watched over. You were held together by God even in moments when you felt like you were coming apart. So this love is not arriving to rescue you, not to save you, not to fix you. It is arriving to reflect you. It is coming to mirror the truth of who you already are, to help you finally see yourself through eyes shaped by grace. For a long time, you may have questioned your worth. You may have wondered if you were too much or not enough, too deep, too emotional, too quiet, too sensitive, or maybe too patient, too forgiving, too willing to see goodness even when others caused you pain. But your worth was never up for debate. It never needed validation. It was never something another person had the authority to define. Your value has always been divine. It came from God, not from approval, not from attention, not from being chosen. That is why this love will feel different. It will not ask you to prove yourself. It will not pressure you to perform. It will not make you compete or harden or shrink to be accepted. Instead, it will gently magnify what is already inside you. Through this person's presence, you will begin to see yourself more clearly, not just outward beauty, but inner beauty. You will recognize your strength, the kind built quietly through endurance. You will notice your loyalty, the way you stayed true even when it cost you. You will honor your softness, the way you kept your heart open in a world that often rewards coldness. You will see your courage, the way you kept moving forward even when you were tired, even when you felt unseen. You will feel understood without having to explain every wound. You will feel seen without begging for reassurance. You will feel recognized at a soul level. And as they reflect this love back to you, you will reflect it back to them, not with flattery, but with truth. You will support their growth without controlling it. You will honor their healing without rushing it or holding it against them. Your love will feel safe to them, as theirs will feel safe to you, not perfect, not without learning, but sacred, grounded, steady. A love where both hearts are allowed to be human, to make mistakes, to grow without fear of abandonment. There has been quiet rejoicing in the unseen because two journeys, two prayers, and two hearts have crossed at the right time. This meeting was not random. It was not rushed. It was not delayed. It was protected. There were seasons when it felt like nothing was happening, like love had passed you by, like others were moving forward while you stood still. But something was always unfolding. Heaven was aligning. God was preparing. Your heart was being shaped, and so was theirs. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was late. You were being prepared for a love that meets you in truth, in safety, in peace. The timing was intentional, and the angels want you to understand something gently. This love is not only about romance. It is not only about emotion. It is also about refinement, about becoming. When two people who have already walked through healing come together, growth does not end. It deepens. Old patterns rise, not to punish you, but to be released. Old fears surface, not to overwhelm you, but to be healed. Old defenses soften, not because you are weak, but because you are safe. This does not mean the love is wrong. It means the love is real. It means the connection is strong enough to hold truth without breaking. Challenges may appear, but this bond is not unprotected. Heaven has already surrounded it with care. Your love is covered, your peace is guarded, your shared path is not left to chance. This does not mean there will never be misunderstandings or moments of doubt. It means that even then, you will not walk alone. The angels walk with you through laughter and joy, and also through lessons. Through the moments when love must be chosen again, they help you speak when fear tries to silence you. They remind you to soften when your instinct is to close. They steady your heart when memories from the past try to convince you that pain will repeat itself. This person is not only a soulmate, they are also a mirror, and a mirror does not reflect only what is beautiful. It reflects what is true. This love will gently show you where healing is still unfolding, not to shame you, not to criticize you, but to free you. It will invite growth without making you feel inadequate. It will awaken passion, and it will stretch patience. It will bring joy, and it will call you into deeper emotional maturity. Because true love is not only about comfort, it is about becoming more fully yourself. The angels say you are safe to grow here. This love is fertile ground. Seeds have already been planted. Seeds of peace that calm your nervous system after years of survival. Seeds of purpose that help you build something meaningful together. Seeds of partnership that go deeper than surface connection. Seeds of a future rooted in honesty, respect, and mutual care. You will grow together naturally, not through pressure, not through fear, not through control or manipulation, but through alignment, through shared values, through a clear and willing choice to meet each other with truth. This meeting was divine, not only because it felt good, but because it felt right, right in your spirit, right in your body, right in your timing. It will not feel rushed. It will not feel chaotic. It will feel like rest, like something inside you finally loosens, like you no longer need to brace yourself for disappointment, like your heart can exhale. You were never meant to carry everything alone. You were never meant to fight every battle by yourself. You are entering a season where support replaces survival, where love lifts instead of drains, where partnership feels like shared strength, not added weight. Heaven never designed love to be about control or power struggles. Love was meant to be harmony, support, mutual strengthening. The angels also want to speak gently to your fear. Fear has walked with you for a long time, so it is okay if you feel nervous. It is okay if your heart trembles as it opens again. It is okay if part of you wonders whether this is too good to be real. Those feelings do not mean weakness. They mean you have lived. They mean you have felt deeply. The angels say open anyway, choose anyway, trust anyway. This ground is safe. This love will not mock your scars. It will not use your vulnerability against you. It will honor where you have been. You're where you have been. Your honor where you have been. Your soulmate will see your wounds and not run. They will hear your truth and stay. They will choose you not only when it feels easy, but when it feels real. Heaven is saying it is time to receive. You have done deep inner work. You have faced yourself. You have healed layers others never even touch. You released control. You waited with patience even when it hurt. You grew in wisdom, in discernment. Now you are ready to receive love that does not disappear when things become difficult. Love shaped in prayer. Love that sees your soul, not just your smile. Love that never asks you to become smaller, or louder, or tougher, or different just to stay. And this union carries purpose beyond the two of you. It will bless others simply by existing. Your relationship will be a quiet testimony. People will feel hope when they see your story. They will believe healing is possible. They will believe timing matters. They will believe love does not need chaos to be real. Your love will speak without words. It will carry peace into rooms. It will calm storms. It will remind others that God still writes love stories. Every hardship prepared you for this. Every heartbreak taught discernment. Every disappointment refined boundaries. Every delay protected you from connections that could not honor your depth. God was never going to give you just anyone. He was shaping a partner who could meet you where you are, who could hold your heart with care, who could walk beside you, not compete with you, not drain you, but walk with you.